You want to be like, man, dude, you don't know me from nowhere. And that's the biggest thing we're talking about is when you just run with information that you don't know. You don't have all the facts, right? And that's one of the downfalls to a lot of things is we don't have all the facts. We don't know. You know, a lot of people assume based on what somebody else is saying. And no one takes the time to stop. Let me stop for a minute and see, is this person really this, or is it coming from this person because they have an agenda, or is it coming from this person because they have ill intention with this person, or maybe this person is jealous of this person, or am I just running with what this person says because I think I believe them? You know, I'm running with the assumptions of somebody else. So that's the biggest thing of today was sitting and really thinking of running with information, running with half-ass information, making judgments when you don't know a situation, or after 10 years, 20 years that someone comes back in your life assuming they're the same person. Now look, some people will be the same. You know, some people will be the same. Some people will have not changed. They will still be the victim they were when you knew them, you know, and that's how you make that decision to say, okay, I'm not going to entertain this no more. Block it and move on, right? But sometimes it can get hard. Sometimes you'll want to say your piece in a situation. Sometimes you will want to get your point across, especially from someone that you feel owes you an apology, especially someone that you feel has done you wrong, right? True, Trina, true. You know what? I believe in karma, Danielle. I believe in karma. I have seen it. I have seen every person that I've had issues with that have fucked me over in any ways. I've seen it through stories of other people. I've seen it. I've seen their karma come and hit them. I believe in karma. I do. You know, one of the things I have always tried to be the best person that I can in every situation. Now, again, I'm not going to say that I haven't lost my temper in situations. I'm not going to say I haven't lost my cool in situations that maybe I could have handled a little bit better than fucking going off. And I'm not going to say I've been the perfect person. But again, I will always go back to I know my heart space. And I've always been true in my heart space. And that I will stand to because I have a lot of good shit that happens to me. You know what I mean? My life is really good. You know, despite the ups and downs of life, my life has been really good and I've always been taken care of. Spirit has always made sure that I'm okay. But I have seen, oh my, I've seen some people and their karma and I'm just like, and you're surprised. Sometimes I know, and that's the judgment part of me that comes out like, and you're surprised you're going through that. You're surprised your life is falling apart. You're surprised. Are you really fucking surprised? But that's the judgment part. That's the ego part of us. That's the shitty part because we really wouldn't want to wish anybody bad. And I try not to wish people bad, but man, there's times where I'm like, you know what? I don't gotta wish, karma's gonna get you. And I know sometimes we want people to get karma, right? We do. We're like, man, you fucked up. I hope your karma comes. But I try not to say shit like that because that's still wishing. That's still ill wishing, you guys. Just so you know. I hope I hope you understand that it's still ill wishing if you're like, I hope you get your fucking karma. You're ill wishing. Don't do that. You know, if you want to say, you know what, karma's gonna get you, because karma's there's no ifs, ands, and buts with karma. Karma comes. Every choice that we make, everything that we decide, right? That choice, there's a karmic reaction to it. Not like always bad, because you can create good karma for yourself, but it will always come back to you. You know, especially when you do shit with ill intentions. And like I said, a lot of people act like they're helping people, but they have ill intentions behind it. So when you know you have ill intentions behind something, what's going to blow up, you know? And not every time that something shitty happens to you is karma. You know, not every time something that happens in your life is karma. And I feel like you can tell when it's karma and when it's not, because karma kind of comes in a series of shit And it's like the way that it's happening there, you're like, where the fuck did this come? The karmic energy is like, it's kind of unexplainable. And it's not just about past life though. You create karma every day. Every day you create bad or good karma. When you give money to a homeless man with nothing, no reservations, no judgment, you're creating good karma for yourself. When you do something good for someone, stop and open up a door for someone, you're creating good karma for yourself. When you allow someone to, go in the turning lane, you're like, go ahead, you stopped out of the generosity of your heart. When you donate to a foundation without any prejudgments, you're doing something from your heart space. When you do those good deeds with no one telling you to do it, no video recording you to do it, you're just doing it, you're creating good karma. And we also can create bad karma. Same thing is the bum on the corner. I could be like, oh, this fucking person, begging and this, that, and the third. My words have already created the bad karma. Good morning, Jessica. Oh, we're gonna send you some support energy, boo. I hope he's okay. Good morning, D. You know what the thing about it, Tucker, is I'm one of these in this life, karma hits me instantly. Like karma doesn't wait, because in this life I've dealt with a lot of karmic energy from past life. In this life I've had to satisfy a lot of karmic energy in this life. So spirit will slap me really quickly with fucking karma. It does not wait. I don't have to wait 10 years for karma. That shit is like immediate. And I'm like, man, damn. You know what? That's not good deeds, Susan. If you're doing good deeds, you don't brag about it. If you're doing, it's like, just like, I've said, there's a lot of good things I do. When, it kind of irritates me sometimes when people jump on my live and they're like, oh, scammer this and scammer that, and I'm like, you don't even know half of the stuff that I do in my life. You don't know half of the good stuff that I do. You don't know half of the free shit I do, right? That I provide and do for my what I'm doing. But if you are constantly bragging about the good shit you do, that's not good karma. If you have to brag about your good deeds, that's not good karma. Now, I know there's a lot of people who do these videos showing to give money to people, but that's not good karma. You have set it up, you're filming it, and then you have to show everybody that you're fucking doing good shit. Most people just do good shit. Well, hey, Wichita Creek, thank you, boo. It does. Give and receive does. I don't think you should ever brag and boast. That is your ego. That's not that's not your higher self. Your higher self does shit without any kudos. Okay? Let's make sure we get this straight. Your ego is the one that needs to say, "Oh, I did this, I did that." Even when you're in a situation of an argument, when you're arguing everything that you did for a person, that's all your ego. Because you, as a person, your higher self, you're going to do it out of the love and space of your heart, not looking for the praise behind it. Oh, I did this for you, I did that, and you're giving your long list of shit. Well, it's like, well, if you cared, you wouldn't be putting it in my face. You wouldn't be telling me all the shit that you think you did for me, right? Just like, if you do, like I'm telling you, if you do good deeds throughout your day, but every chance you get, you're stopping to post it on social media. Oh my God, I just paid it forward in the McDonald's line. That's all ego. You're not gonna get good karma for that. It's attached to something that's a negative behavior. Exactly. It's all that approval. And that's not part of good karma, bad karma. Good karma is when you just do things from your heart space. You just do it from your heart space, and you don't brag about it. You don't show about it. You don't sit here and keep talking about all the stuff that you've done. And that's what has made me realize that I don't have to prove myself on this platform. I know what I do on my off time, in my boxes with the people that I work with. I know what I do. I know the energy that I bring. So when someone comes at me with like this judgment, or they think they know who I am, or they think I'm just up here conniving and manipulating and all this other shit, it's like, yeah, no, you got the wrong one. It's not me. Exactly. Because if you're arguing with someone and all you're doing is proving what you did in the argument, that's all ego. See, that's the thing, Trina. And I say this in a lot of my one-on-one sessions. It doesn't matter what you've done for a person. If you have done it out of the kindness of your heart, you will not throw it in their face of what you've done for them. You will never throw it in your face. You will just be like, it's sad. It's sad that you don't see all that I've done for you. You know what I mean? You won't go to that space of having to say, I did this for you, I did that for you. And you won't, because you did it out of the kindness of your heart. And that's where we have to check ourselves. Because if we are sitting here in an argument and now I want to throw up everything that I did for you, did I really do it with my love in my heart? Did I really do it because I wanted to help you? Or did I do it with something in the background and now I'm sitting here using it against you to tell you what I did for you? That's what we have to kind of think about. Why am I in this argument listing all the shit that I've done for you? Oh yeah. Um, Wichita, I believe that we all have lessons that we have to learn. Life comes with karmic lessons. And I do believe that wholeheartedly. I've gone through so many in this life. Right. And I've been a person on the other side where after getting into an argument with someone, it'll be like, I did this for you, I did that for you. And it's like, well, damn, did you ever do it because you cared? Or did you just do it because you thought you were going to get this, that, and the third from me? Which one is it? Because when you really care about someone, you're just doing it. You're not doing it to get that praise of what you did. Just like in a relationship, there's no tit for tat. So when you hear a lot of people complain, like, oh, I do this and I cook and I clean and I do this and I do that. And it's like you do it because you love the person, not because, okay, well, I cooked, so now you need to cook. There's no, there shouldn't be a give and take in that way. Not saying that someone shouldn't love you and appreciate you, but if every day you feel like because you did this, they need to do that, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. We kind of make everything a transaction. Everything is a give and receive in a way of payment. So if I call you 10 times, well, you need to call me 10 times. No, that's not how it works. Right. And that's one of the first things that I do talk about, because what my one-on-ones are a lot like guidance, right? It's a lot like a therapy session with the with tarot, right? So a lot of my sessions go like that, because when we're asking for things or we're saying, but I do this and I do that and I don't feel loved. Well, one, I'm going to first tell you, you're still trying to find validation of your worth through your kids and your spouse, right? You're trying to find validation. Just like the mother who feels like no one cares. Oh, I clean your clothes, I cook for you guys, I do this, I do that, and no one gives a shit. One, it's your job. You signed up for it. It's like if you go to work and do the bare minimum, they're not going to give you fucking awards for doing the bare minimum at work. And even if you know what I mean? It's kind of like, no, that's not the way it works. And that's what all gets us is the expectation, right? That's the expectation that somehow if I do this, that person is going to meet me. No, there's no guarantee someone's going to meet you. So when you do something, if you do it out of the kindness